Hey everyone, and welcome to Anniv Weekly, episode 26. And as you can see from the title, we are back, and we have a lot of things to talk to you about.
Alright, so we'll start off, as should be obvious if you're watching this, that our initial account did get banned. We've already talked about this in the earlier update, but we would like to elaborate a bit. So yeah, we hit our third strike, our account was banned, and it just plain doesn't exist anymore. So any videos that we're making will come up only here on Aniview Reviews 2 or on our website, which is anniviewreviews.com. So we would like to talk a bit about our website and this account.
Alright, so as some of you know, we have our website now, www.anniviewreviews.com, and all of our old content is on the site. So if you want to check out anything basically before this episode's coming out, you're going to have to go to the website because it is that older content which access off of YouTube. So all of our new content is going to be here. There is an exception to that though. During this whole process of re-uploading everything on a different website or media service, we lost some episodes actually. So our weekly 23 is gone, as well as all of our 4 original reviews when we first started the show over a year ago. Those are gone. That we guess we hadn't saved them or something, so they're completely gone. But we do have plans possibly to reduce some of them because some of them weren't very good, in my opinion. So we're thinking of possibly redoing our Oran High School Host Club review and our Paranoia Agent review at some point. Death Note is also another one, but as you guys know, we've already redone the Death Note review, so there's nothing wrong with that there.
Alright, so the website basically has 2 distinct parts. We have our normal website with all sorts of information about ourselves and all the videos that are updated on the front page, as well as archived in different spots. As well as that, we also have the forum section. So the forum section is pretty much a separate website, and you actually have to sign up on both. So please don't complain to us that I don't know why I'm not signed up for one. You actually have to sign up for separate accounts for both of them. And we are looking for more people to sign up for the forums because we love to have more people to talk to. So our forums is all set up. You can get on there, chat. We have lots of people already active in chatting on there. And of course, we'd love to have more people.
So while we're on the topic of the forums, I'm going to bring up our Aniview Awards show. Now, we mentioned this in our anniversary update, which we brought out the day before we got banned, so we don't know how many people necessarily saw it. But I'm going to talk about it again. So what it is this is for anime that have ended in 2009 only, okay? So on the forums, you're going to come on, you're going to sign up, and we have our whole list of rules of what applies and don't. We actually have a huge list of all the anime that are eligible for each award that we're giving out. And this is all about your input. So me and Liza are going to have our own separate winners for these awards. So this is kind of like the viewer's choice input. We want to know what you guys think about this past year of anime. So all the rules are there for every thread. So when you go into a thread, it's going to explain to you how it works. So I'm not going to talk about that. But we've extended the deadline for the nominees. So because we want more people to give us their input. So now the final date for the nominees is January 26th. So that's next Tuesday. So you got to come on, give us your nominations for who should win. And then what's going to happen is on the 26th, we're going to switch the threads. And we're going to put up top 5, like the top 5 most nominated anime. And then you're going to come back onto the forums and you're going to do a kind of a final voting. You're going to pick one of the 5, and that's going to be your final vote. And then sometime in February when we do actually do our show, we're going to have my pick, Laszlo's pick, and then the viewer's choice pick, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So now what would this be without some sort of incentive, right? So the incentive for this voting and giving us your nominations is that for every post in the nomination threads and in the final voting threads that you do, you will get a ballot and a draw that we're going to do at the end of this whole sort of process. And what's going to happen is we're going to pick 3 names from this sort of hat or however we do it on our end, and those 3 people will get a guaranteed review from us. So just like when we did our Create Us a Logo contest, we're giving away 3 of these. So if you guys don't know the rules, once again, it has to be an anime that's 26 episodes or less because we do have to get through them. No like marathon anime. But yeah, so this is kind of a good idea. So if you guys, want an anime that you want us to full on review, this is your chance. So you guys can come and vote for Anime of the Year and all those other categories, and also have a shot at getting a guaranteed review from us. So hopefully you guys will come to the forums and fill out those ballots.
Alright, so we also need to talk about a lot of the changes that Aniview is going to be going through. And the major one is that our weekly is going through a pretty major overhaul. So the first thing that is going to happen is we're cutting out our solo reviews. Now, the reason of this is sort of 2 parts. There's an idea that we want to refocus the weeklies into more of a discussion of what's happening that week, like at that time. So what we've been watching, what you guys want us to talk about and stuff, and we're going to talk about how we're going to do all this. But basically, it's more about what's happening that week. So every week you can sort of hear an update from us. Also, the fact that the solos do take a huge amount of time for us to do. I mean, each of us do two solos themselves, and we're doing 2 major reviews a week. So I mean, it took up a huge amount of our time, and we just can't afford to use that time anymore. So with those 2 reasons in mind, how we're going to be rechanging this weekly is we're thinking of a few things. We're going to be starting some new topics in the forums, so another incentive for you to join up. And in those topics, you can talk about what you think we should talk about in the Anniv world, whether it be, what you think of fan subbing, where you think the industry's going, what do you think of, little schoolgirls in anime, whatever you want us to talk about, we'll take those in consideration and maybe talk about a few of those things during the show. As well as we might be talking, getting a little bit more feedback about requests, and as well as getting a little bit more detail about the anime we were watching that week, and sort of where we are in our sort of anime world at the time. As for the reviews themselves, they're pretty much going no changes. We might do slight changes, but right now there's no plans for them to be changed, so they're going to be 2 reviews every week, same as it always has been.
I also just kind of want to get out there that even though we are changing the weekly, it's only going to be about roughly 10 minutes now instead of the whole long 30. We are still going to keep our special episodes. So when the new season comes out, we're still going to be doing our previews for them. Like we've kind of pushed our stuff to February just to give us some more time to get ready. But we have our winter preview of 2010. We still want to get out there, as well as obviously the Aniview Awards, as I was talking about. So our huge kind of big special episodes that we've been doing, we're still going to keep those because we like them. I love to do them. I think they're great. It's just we don't have the time to do all the solos anymore, which sucks because I have tons of them. Okay, so that's about all we're going to do for this week. We wanted to get another video out there just to let you guys know that, yeah, we're still alive, we're still coming at you, and we're back to how we used to be, kind of gimped a bit, but, what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, we do feel really sorry that, we've been so sketchy lately with a lot of stuff, but we really are trying to get down and focus and get everything going. So we are going to be starting with 2 reviews coming up this next week, and those are going to be Bakano and School Days.
Yes, they are. So, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, you can always send them to anniv@hotmail.com, or you can always drop us a line on our new YouTube account.
Or you can chat with us on our webpage, anniviewreviews.com.
So thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.